guys. Today we've got a pretty interesting job to do here at the house. When my wife and I bought this house about 6 years ago, the first load of laundry that we did overflowed in the washing machine into the utility room. The washer line was stopped up. Sellers did not disclose this, and the home inspector didn't catch it because they don't test that. So anyway, I was sick, after we bought the house. So thankfully, Dad had a snake that got reeled up over there by the grill. Had a snake that I was able to root the line out. And what I found was that at 26 feet from the pipe down in the basement all the way out to here, I started hitting a blockage of some sort, and I was able to root through it, and then we were able to use the washing machine fine. Every year I've had to snake it out because I can tell it's starting to back up a little bit. So anyway, let me show you a clip down in the basement of kind of how I came to my calculations on how we've wound up here. And this is where we're going to start digging. All right, so as we walk into the basement here, this is the drain line off the washer. It's about 4 feet, and then I figure about a foot of brick. And then where I have taped on the snake, when I ram it in here, when it stops, it's a total of 26 feet. So I consider about 5 feet here off of that 26, so it should be about 21 feet out in the yard. And this is the electrical and water to the barn, so I want to make sure I don't get into this. And that faucet at the barn is way over, so I don't know where this starts veering over. This little line, or line up here, I believe is the faucet that's on the outside of the house. So it should be right in line with this drain line here, and that's got a pretty good slope to it, so it may be down fairly deep by the time we get out there. So anyway, we're going to mark out 21 feet out in the yard. All right, and another thing I have to do is to get in here. This is completely fenced off for our girl right here. Sweet girl. Isn't that right, Daisy? I've got to come through here. There's a little gate right here, and then so I've got to take this post up and take this wire loose. So I'm going to trim these limbs here so I can get in here, and I'm going to use this little Milwaukee hole saw. I love this little thing. I'll hook it up, and we'll get a couple of those limbs off right there. Let me set you up. We've hit it. Gravel. Okay. And I see roots. Oh no. Is that roots or is that the electrical line? Oh no, I think that's the electrical line. Oh me. I can't tell if that's roots or if that's electrical.
You need to see if the barn light is working.
Yeah. Alright, is that electrical? Or is that roots? Yeah, I think that's electrical. Or no? No, that's roots. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yep, there's the PVC pipe right there. Okay, yep, I figured there was a union here to a pipe and those roots are getting down into it. That white pipe is coming out of the house and that's where it stops. And I figured there was a corrugated pipe that joins it, but look at these roots that have gotten up in there. All that's roots, and they've gotten up in this thing and it's stopping. No, we are dead on right here. This is the best possible scenario, and we hit it in like 2 or 3 minutes. So that's great. Well, I'm gonna go get a shovel and I may try to dig some more of this back. Looks like I'm gonna have to, I think I've got some 4-inch, or I may have to go to King's and get some 3-inch. All right, I'm gonna dig back a little more just to give me some room to get down into that pipe there. All right, so here is where we've gotten so far. So thankfully we had no drama getting into the water line or the electrical line, although I thought some of these bright colored roots were electrical line. But you can see the PVC pipe coming out and the roots started coming in right there. They've made their way up. Tore this pipe back. You can see how far the roots are coming in, and then this corrugated pipe starts to make an angle back this way, and I think there's a PVC pipe out in this field, so I don't know at what point they join that to another PVC. So I'm going to pull some of this back. I got to pull all this back, and we'll see what we find in there.
Practically nothing. Just a bunch of rocks.
All right, so here's where the roots came in, but I've pulled up this pipe, and you can see it's just packed full of roots. So it is a drain pipe. See those holes in the bottom, and roots are just, I mean, all the way out to there. They're just getting into this thing. So anyway, just cut this loose. Look at all the roots from that. Wow, crazy. All right, so this was the culprit. This was up here like this, completely packed full of roots. Not good. So anyway, I've ripped this line out. I'm gonna have to go up to the hardware store and get some more line, and we'll join it. I gotta find where it ends up here. We'll join it up. All right, so I've got a 50-foot, I believe it's a 50-foot snake here, and I have ran it through this hole. There's still roots in there, but it actually came through there. Hey, so could you get over there and pull this up?
Yes, sir.
Get on the other side of the wheelbarrow.
Okay. Time out.
Y'all pull it. So keep walking back. Keep walking. So let's see how far. It's pulling pretty smooth. There it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, give me a little bit. I'm gonna dig this back a little more. Clean that out. All right. Alright, so what I've done, I've dug kind of a little trench down through here to connect up to this. We just got back from the hardware store. We got a new perforated pipe. And this pipe, I mean, you probably saw from the earlier video clip, they just had that black corrugated pipe shoved over this, and it had a bend here. So I bought a fitting here to make the transition a little smoother. Instead of you doing what they did, they just poured mortar over it, and the roots still got in. And I'm sure, you know, roots could probably still get in here. But this pipe goes way down. I'm gonna cut it up so that it's got a little better fall on it, so it's not down so low, because this looks a little lower than that. So I'm gonna cut it up. Cut this up just a little bit. Almost got it. All right.
Are you just going to take that pipe off and just put that thing into those?
Yeah. So. getting this?
It reeks.
Yeah, it stinks pretty bad, doesn't it? What we'll do,
Why does it have to smell so bad?
that'll make a nice press fit. Now, let's do the same thing with this down here.
Oh yeah, down here. What kind of a chemical is this?
This is like acetone.
Oh,
What's that?
It's like a
a stinky thing.
cleaner.
Baby.
It kind of primes the pipe.
Oh no, that's a stinky stuff.
No, the number 1 stuff smells better than the other.
I know, I said that's the stinky stuff.
Number 1.
Here's the other pipe.
Okay.
Oh, I can still smell that stinky odor. Do you have to use both of those?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We don't have to, but it's good to.
Oh, so it'll make it like stick longer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Daisy killed something.
Did you?
Got some in a
Yes.
Okay, you can turn it off.
I'm gonna come and film it. What is that?
Mold.
Well, that's gross, Daisy.
Good girl.
All right, so I've got this kind of plugged up. I've got this cut to length. I'm about to slide that over. Should be just about right. And I've got this bell end over here like that. So it's just a matter of putting this pipe back in. I'm gonna throw as much gravel. I've got quite a bit of gravel here stockpiled that I'll throw over it, and then I'm gonna put some landscape fabric over the top to keep the dirt from settling in. It's not perfect, but this cost me $36 for this pipe and those fittings, so if I can get by with that and that'll get us by for another 20 years, I'll be happy with that. All right. That'll hold that. We'll let's put another couple in there.
I'm getting
Perfect. Good. I'm turning it off. All right, I think we're done. We've got this with a little better, I would say, connection here. We've got that screwed in just on the top, and then a new corrugated line here with a bell, attaching that, and then we're going to throw in, I'm going to double up a couple layers of this landscape fabric over the top of this. Well, I'm going to pull the rock too, and then I've got a wheelbarrow full of rock. We're going to put the rock in there, and we'll come back once we've got the rock in. All right, we are ready to put our fabric down over this pipe. We're just going to do landscaping fabric, and we'll put that over the gravel here, and then we'll start tossing in some dirt. All right, well, we've got mostly rock on the base up to the top of the pipe, and then we've got our fabric on top there, and then I've put a few shovel loads of dirt to keep the fabric flat, and we're ready to fill in. I believe we're ready to go. Well, this is the finished product. I've got a little bit of grass seed, some down here. I need to go through and pick up some of these rocks, but thought it turned out pretty good. I just contacted a neighbor, and he does not have any more hay, and so anyway, it should come up. I'm not too worried about it. It's not exactly a show yard, but here anyway. Thanks for watching, and we'll get on to the next project.